Welcome back, everybody. We got Road to GM. And baby, let me tell you something. Last time you see me, I was 1880. I'm still at 1880. I'm still at 1880, and I don't know what it is. Like, I'll win two and I'll lose two. I'll lose two and I'll win two. I just cannot escape. I cannot escape this rating, bruh. So, my studying just is not working. I don't know what I need to do. So, if you got any recommendations, drop some books down. Drop some study methods down. And I'm all ears at this point because I need to switch it up. My personal studying isn't working, so maybe let me take some stuff from the viewers, from the people. Let me take what the people got and apply that to my own game. But sorry, mother texted me, had to respond. Without further ado, let's get into it. If you're new, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscription. If you're old, if you're an OG, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a share, man. Let's do this. D4. And against D4, I'm playing the King's Indian. I'm playing the King's Indian now. Fiend Kettle to Bishop. He's playing like... This isn't a London because the Bishop's not out, but I don't know what this is called. We're going to play D6, open up our light square Bishop. And now we develop our Knight, just so if he pushes, we jump straight into the center. And if he pushes here, we take. He goes and attacks my Knight, and I castle. He develops his Knight out, and now I boot out his Bishop with H6. But he chops, and now I'm like, okay, do I take with the Ponskiansky or the Bishiwan? We take with the Bishiwan. Let's get it. He develops his Knight, and now I go and pin up his Knight, but it's not really a pin because he can immediately boot me out, which he does, and now I'm like, okay. If I drop my Bishop back, where is it going to be good in the future? So we take his Knight. Even though that helps him develop, we take his Knight. Because you have to think. If I drop the Bishop back, it's kind of getting in the way of everything. If I go here, it's not really doing anything here. And if I drop it back, I just wasted a move. So he takes with the Queen, though. That was something I did not expect. Now I'm like, okay, I need to just take some space. A5, he castles. And now I play E5 because I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm expecting him to push here. He pushes. And in my mind, I was like, okay, as soon as he pushes, I'm going to jump in Knight E7. But that would have hung my Bishop because my Queen no longer defends. So we have to drop back to B8. But then I was like, okay, actually, I like that. Because now I can jump to D7 to jump to C5. And I like the square C5 for my Knight. He drops his Queen back. Also, guys, I'm a little sick still. But this being sick is not going to stop the content, y'all. I might sound a little stuffy, though. Like I said, Knight D7. My opponent strikes with F4. Now I jump my Knight in to C5. I'm like, okay, he might push. He's probably going to push. He pushes. But I'm not going to take nothing. Fuck that. We're pushing G5. We're pushing G5. My opponent now drops his Bishop down to C2. He doesn't want me to capture. But fool. You're being a fool. Because let me tell you something. Hold up. Let me fix the hat real quick. But fool. I wasn't even going to take. Your Bishop's kind of trash. My Knight is doing a little bit more here. Applying more pressure. And if I just chop that, you take. My Bishop is terrible. So I play C6 to open up my Queen, as well as to start undermining this. My opponent plays C4. And that allows Queen B6. We're hitting pawns. And let's not forget, I'm threatening check, discover check. If he goes here, I don't know what I would do next. But my opponent sees that and plays King H1. So we got to take the free Ponskiansky. It's free because you can't just attack me right away. Because we just take the Bishop. My opponent plays Bishop to D3. Can y'all see why that's a mistake? Queen C3 and your Bishop's gone. Your Bishop's gone because we're hitting it twice. If you try to save it here, we just take. And if you go back, come on. And if you try to defend with your Rook, come on, hold on. Let's run that back one more time for the people in the back. His Bishop is trapped. Unless he defends with his Rook. But he just moves his Bishop out the way. Hey, Eula, calm down. I'm sorry, my dog's going crazy. Hey. Eula! Eula! Hey! Bro, sorry. So, okay, we gotta run that back one more time because I lost my train of thought. So, his bishop's not going nowhere. He had to defend with the rook, but he tries to scoot out the way. Now, what do? Queen c3, hitting the bishop twice. If you try to defend it with the rook, bow, we take that rook, check. If you try to go here, we just take. And if you go all the way back, bow, we take the rook. So what does my opponent elect to do? He elects to go all the way back, but that's a free rook. I'm going to take that rook 10 times out of 10. 10 times out of 10. You're done. You're done. And here he resigned because it's over. It's over. And with that being said, we got game review. We played at an 88.9% accuracy. We played at a 2250. I'm playing when I'm hot, I'm hot. But when I'm cold, I'm shivering. When I'm cold, I'm shivering. Okay, what was the best move here? This wasn't good. D5. All right. Okay, I figured that bishop move wasn't good. Okay, E5 there. Oh, shit, no. If he took, what do we play? I don't know. We have a slight advantage. Nothing crazy, though. Blunder. Yeah. And then we'd just be up a whole rook. Start chipping away at everything. And we'd be all right. We gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. And that's game one. You know we got game two coming up. So rock with me. I'm rocking with you. And I'll catch you on the next one. We got game two, everybody. And we in a new scenery, man. We are in a new scenery. Someplace you ain't never seen before. Where are we? Where are we? Boy, don't worry about where we at. E4. D5. He's playing the Scandi? The Scandi? Nah, we gonna chop that immediately. He takes back with the queen, and now we develop the knight. Now we hitting 10 pizzies on the queen. He's checking me, but that just allows me to develop with ease. I could have developed this knight immediately and hit the queen, but I was like, you know what? Let me develop this pawn, hit the queen, open up my bishop. Now we have the bishop. Anywhere we move the knight, we have a discover attack on the queen, so we're in business. He plays c6. Now we just develop. He develops, and we castle. We bring the rook to the file because I had an idea. I had an idea of something like knight to b5. If he played something like h6, and I played knight to b5, he couldn't take my knight because it's defended, and he'd have to move his queen because it's under attack. So if I went here, he went back here, I'd have check, sack the knight. If he takes, maybe anywhere I move the bishop, it's a discover check. So that was something in my brain. But he played e6 and didn't let me do any of that foolishness. It probably wasn't even good anyways, but it was cool. So I jumped my knight in. He had to move his queen because it was under attack. Now we chop this knight with check. He takes, and now we jump our other knight in, just having a strong center. He puts extra pressure on it, and now I'm like, okay, I can either play bishop to f4, pawn to f4, or I can move my light square bishop and defend everything up with my rook. So he plays h6, not letting anything come to this square. And now we just play a4, take some space. He castles, I play a5, take some more space. And now he plays a6, locking everything down. Look at the time spent. He has spent only a minute, and I've spent 4 minutes. Oh my god, why is my nose so stuffy? I play h3. He slides the rook to the party. And now we play b4, take more space. He jumps the knight in. We chop that. He takes back, and now we play c3. Should have kept the bishop on the board, but it's okay. He kicks out my knight, and now I jump back, knight to g4. If he takes my knight, I take back, and he's inviting a lot of problems. He's inviting a lot of problems to his house. He slides the rook out the way, and now I'm like, okay, I want to sack. I want to sack. What do I sack, the bishop or the knight? I was like, well, hold up. Let me sack the bishop. Sack the bishop, but that's not a good move. Why? Because this bishop was guarding the c3 pawn. And as soon as it left its outpost, the queen can take it. So he has to ignore everything going on over here. But he got tunnel vision. He was like, oh, well, that's a free bishop. Let me take that. So he takes it. But as soon as he takes, what do we have? Knight takes f6. Fork on the king and the rook. We take the rook. Now he takes, and we give a queen check. Queen check in the business. If he just steps up, we're threatening queen takes bishop. He can't take because he's pinned. So he gets a queen trade, and I'm like, I don't really want a queen trade. Let me take the pawn. Let me just start feasting. We're up 2 points of material. He has 2 knights, 2 bishops, and a pawn. I have 2 knights, a rook, and 4 pawns. So I have a rook and 2 pawns. A rook and 2 pawns for 2 knights. We're cool with that. We're cool with that. Or maybe I have a rook and 3 pawns. Yeah, we're definitely cool with that. He starts running his king. What do? Big rook lift. Stop playing with him. Rook e3. Rook g3. Rook g7. That's an idea. He slides the bishop out the way, and we play g3 because we just want to start, like, holding everything together. We don't want to start doing nothing too crazy. He slides the rook out the way, and now I play b5 because I'm like, what do I do? b5, what do I do? What's his best move? Bishop f4. Bishop f4, hitting the rook, hitting this. Okay, he doesn't see it. I'm starting to sacrifice pawns because I want to open up my rook. That's why I did that in the first place. He takes, and I'm like, what do I do here? a6. Push the other pawn. I don't care. We're going to sack it. He takes, and now we chop that pawn immediately, threatening some checks. He has to block with the bishop, and now I'm like, what do? Rook a7. We're going to pin up the bishop to the king. He plays rook g6, attacking my queen. I have an idea. I can either go here or I can go here. We decided to go to h4 because we thought it was too slow. If I went to rook h8, rook b8, then I take it. That's too slow. He has too much time over here. Now he starts running with the king, and there's one move here. One move here to maintain advantage, to take control of this game. And let me tell you right now, I found it. Sack the rook with only 1 minute and 58 seconds on the clock. He has 7.5 minutes. I take the bishop. If he takes, it's dangerous. I take the pawn with check. His best move is to go back, but he just left that square. He just left that outpost. He doesn't want to do that. So he runs. He runs to rook b6, and this is m1 on the board. Bow. You can't run this way. The rook cuts it off. You can't take, the queen guards. You can't run this way. The queen guards. You can't run this way. The pawn guards. It's over. And just FYI, was that rook sack a brilliancy? Hey. Yes, sir, it was. Okay, what was I missing all this time? Okay, what was the best move here? Oh, just playing c3 immediately. Now it's bad. Damn, that was a mistake. Oh, my nose is stuffed. It's over. Appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Deuces.